Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'd also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a work and career reading for Virgo from the 15th to the 28th of 19. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If you'd like a personal reading, please go to the website jessma.co.uk and book a reading. I've put the decks that I'm using in the description box, so please have a look. And don't forget to watch my videos on simple energy healing remedies as well as a deck walkthrough series. You'll find that very interesting and very helpful. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm starting off with the general energy read for you, and then I will do the general tarot read for you afterwards. And I'm using the Eternal Tarot for the energy read today. Okay, so the first card that's coming is the Solitude card. So this is almost in keeping with the sign of Virgo, about being very focused on your work and spending a lot of time by yourself, working very, very independently of everybody else. So that seems to be what you're doing at the moment. You've got the impediments card over here. So there's a lot of problems that you've been facing and dealing with, issues that are cropping up when you least expect it. So you have been trying to sort through all these problems. And trying to find solutions to whatever problems you are facing. You can see there you've got the regeneration. So there's something that you're doing at the moment where you're having to do a lot of research, dragging things in from the past, relying on your previous experience in order for you to deal with whatever it is or whatever project you're working on at this moment. Now, you've had the Wheel of Fortune come in for you there, and so big changes have come. You've been very instrumental in making these changes come. There might be a partnership that has come in as well, and you have been working with this particular person on this particular project, and you've got the presentiment card over there. So this is putting it forward. So working together with somebody. You can see these two snakes, cobra snakes, being joined up together. So working very, very hard with somebody on a particular project. And this is coming, this has been changing your fortune or changing the way things are going for you. So maybe there's been a turn of events, something new that you have started off, and it has involved some kind of partnership over here, which seems to be almost, it's been in the past. So maybe now you've, finished off with this particular person. Whatever it was that came in over there with that Wheel of Fortune, there was that working together with somebody over there to present something. But it looks like you're going off on your own there with that Solitude card. So maybe it's time that you have parted ways now, and you are now going to be working more by yourself. Now, going to the future, you've got the Magician card over there, and this is about you manifesting. And our Magician card is ruled by Mercury. That rules Virgo as well. So whatever ideas you had are not going to remain as ideas, but they're more going, you're going to be able to manifest them with the Magician card. So putting things down and making them become a reality with that Magician card over here. And so this is about you being extremely busy and multitasking. Make sure you're watching your back, keeping your eyes open over there, and a lot of change coming in. You've got that stork or ibis going on over there, and you have all the tools that you need to be able to manifest what you want. But making something solid, building something solid, something tangible rather. And this is going to take, you're going to be working pretty hard with this particular card, maybe a lot of communication and a lot of learning coming in as well with that card. So the final card is the Prodigy. So whatever ideas you have is going to be, cutting edge. It's almost like a breakthrough idea that you have. And this is almost, it's like you had this partnership going on over here, but it seems like once you break free from that particular partnership, sort through a lot of problems, there's some kind of choice that you have to make about whether or not you want to continue. You've got two children over there, so beginning a new project. So maybe you start some brand new project by yourself, and it seems like you are going to be focused on that new project, and it's going to be something cutting edge, and you're going to be able to present that, and it's going to bring a lot of change as well. You can see them presenting this tray of cups here, and then there's, this and Anubis, has the knife in his hand, so something that is very cutting edge, a breakthrough. And you can see almost these flowers are bowing down to this particular person. So it's whatever project you have is going to have a lot of people take note, and a lot of people hold you in high regard. and be very, very impressed by whatever it is you're doing. So there is that need to break away from this partnership that you're working with, because your ideas are very, very good. And it looks like you need to be able to express them as an individual, as opposed to coming through as being part of a team. So that individual idea takes root, and it is something that is going to be successful. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. I'm using the Book of Shadows Tarot for the main read. So you've got the Hierophant card over here at the bottom of the deck, and this is about knowing your trade or your whatever it is you're doing really, really well. You can see she's got all these bottles behind her, and she knows what is in every single bottle, and she's been able to give advice based on all the information that she has gathered and all the experience that she has. She's able to advise this woman on what to take. And whatever concoction she's mixing over here is a very, very individual. So she's, this woman's come in with a recipe, and she's managed to mix it. So there's a lot of skill that is involved in this particular work that she's doing. And you're probably very, very skilled at what you do. You have accumulated a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. You know exactly what is going on, and you're able to cater to the needs of your clients or the people that you work with because of all your skills. And, they do see you as somewhat of an expert at whatever you do. You have a lot of hidden knowledge, a lot of hidden talents, but you're able to access it quite easily. And it looks like a lot of people coming to you to ask you for this particular skill that you have, or ask you to help them out with this particular skill that you have. So you're very highly trained, and you might be working in some kind of industry, maybe a pharmaceutical industry as well. You could be working to do something to do with the medical field as well, but something that involves taking a lot of knowledge and tailor making it or to the purpose, so to whatever your clients need. So it's a very purpose built skill that you actually have, and it looks like you're giving out a lot of advice, dealing with a lot of information as well with this Hierophant card. Now, what's going on with you? It looks like you've been through a lot of problems. You've got the Ten of Swords over here, so this is the difficulties now coming to an end. There was a lot of drama. You've got a lot of fire in this little bowl over here, and then you've got her holding the phoenix, and this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So whatever it is that you encountered, whatever problems that you went through, it looks like that has now come to an end. You have had to just leave it, or leave that situation and walk away from it. But you have emerged. You have survived it. So whatever you've survived, it is much more beautiful than what was before. So it looks like, maybe the old you is gone, and the new person that is emerging has got more confidence, but it's also, you've got a lot of experience as well. So this could have been, you have lost a job and you've had to start something brand new, but, in that loss, you've learned a lot from it. Maybe you've changed careers as well. But whatever problems or difficulties that you had has now come to an end, and now you're moving forward, but you've had to let it go. Maybe that past job was very, very, it consumed you. It was something that was, you were manipulated in it, you were bullied in it, people took advantage of you, they held you, you felt very restricted and very tied up for it. So it seems like, you've got the Devil card over here, and then you've got the Swords card. So it looks like you've ended that difficult work cycle that you went through. You have been going for something that was not true. So maybe there was a lot of promises made to you about promotions or getting further in that career, and that didn't come to fruition, and you've had to cut your losses really and move on, change your tactics, or change your career path, and actually break away from that particular job or that particular company. But there's something that was not very, very good. It was very, very manipulative. It looks like you were exploited within that particular field, and it looks like you've broken away from it, and you're going off by yourself. And it looks like, whatever you're starting, you might be working independently of a company, or you might be starting a job where you're working for yourself, because you've acquired all the skill and expertise. Because maybe you're not, you don't want to get involved again with that kind of situation where you're being manipulated or controlled and very restricted. So in the past, you've got that Three of Swords. So whatever was going on within your work situation was very, very upsetting. It seems like you received news or some kind of information that caused a lot of upset. Now, it also could mean that you've had to actually just cut your losses and physically move as well. You've got that moving van over there through the window, so you can see she's going to be packing all her things and moving on, and maybe just leaving that job. Maybe it was a loss of a job, or you just had to leave that situation, because even the Ten of Swords, it's actually just leaving that situation and walking away from all the drama. That's left you pretty upset, pretty miserable. There could have been also legal issues that were involved. Maybe you had to break contracts with that particular company, or there was some kind of legal issue that you were dealing with within that company, but it caused a lot of stress and a lot of upset. And you've got that Seven of Swords. So whatever situation you were involved in. So there's that card of the Three of Swords, and Three of Swords always talks about breakdown of communication. It talks about deception. It talks about people having vindictive behavior, people lying, crossing you, doing things that were not good, and then you've got that Seven of Wands over there, where you're having to defend yourself. Every move that you made, you had to present, a reason for why you're doing it. And there were lots of problems that you were dealing with, and a lot of issues. So although you were in charge or you were in control of that situation, it seems like, there were lots of downsides to it, and there was a lot of loss, because you can see that graph is going all the way down over there. So you've been dealing with a lot of issues and a lot of problems, and maybe this is the reason why with this Ten of Swords, all that drama and all the problems that you've been dealing with in that Seven of Wands card, with that fire in that bowl over there, almost signifying all these problems from the Wands cards, because Wands is the sign, the fire signs. It's got a fire energy to it. You're leaving it behind and walking away. So you've been doing a lot of self-reflection as well, thinking a lot about what you want to do and looking at yourself, looking at your skills, maybe even, reviewing your CV, or looking at whatever skills you've acquired. And you've been thinking about, a new offer coming in. So maybe you've made applications for a new offer, as new jobs as well, and you're waiting for that to come in. And maybe this is the reason why you've been going through your CV or going through all your skills, and, maybe trying to, reinvent yourself, or trying to make your CV, or make things look good on paper. So, presenting yourself to the world. So you've been doing a lot of thinking as well. Now you've got that Two of Cups coming in over here, which is being involved in some kind of partnership. Now this could be a business partnership. Your previous energy read did speak about a partnership that has come in or will come in, and speaking about in this the main read, there's also this Two of Cups. Now this could be a business partnership, but this could also be a really good friendship where somebody's giving you advice on how to actually deal with that situation. So you might be working independently, but getting some good advice from somebody on how to sort things out. Some kind of person who's giving you maybe some professional advice as well. Maybe you're very, very good friends with this person. If this is a business partnership, it seems to be a really good partnership. This is what's going on at the moment now. So you might be getting into, it might be a stepping stone in towards your own independent work, but you might need some help, and maybe this person comes in and helps you. So this could be a business relationship, or business partnership, or just really good friendship where somebody's offering you some advice. Then you've got the King of Cups over here. So this is about advice coming in. Now, this could also mean that you could be experiencing some kind of stress-related illness as well, and you have been needing to take some time out and sort out your physical well-being with the King of Cups. But this is also taking on a role. You could be taking on a role where you are, looking after somebody, or you could be, somebody who's advising people, or you could be somebody that's needing to go and get some advice from somebody, get good input. Maybe it's a father figure or somebody that you can rely on to get, to give you that, offer you that advice. And this could be in that form of that Two of Cups. So that King of Cups next to it, it could be that, you're getting some kind of advice, medical advice, or you could be getting some kind of support in the form of, somebody who's done it before, who has all the experience, and they can tell you how to get going with this particular job that you're doing. Now, since you've got this Hierophant card sitting with that King of Cups. You could be well working in the medical profession. You could be working in the pharmaceutical industry as well, and or you could be in a role where you're very much a mentor or a teacher, or a lecturer in that kind of field where you're giving out information and training people up. So maybe that's the role that you're taking as an interim role. Maybe you have given up, working in this particular field because it was just too stressful or too controlling, and maybe you're taking on that role as being a teacher or a mentor. And you certainly are very, very well versed in whatever you're doing, and you're extremely skilled at what you're doing. So maybe this is you're taking on that role where you're training up people. So you've got the Five of Swords over here, and this is about achieving success. It's about reaching the top, but people still being very jealous about your success. And you could be dealing with that kind of situation where people are being vindictive because they are jealous. So you have achieved a lot, but maybe not everybody's celebrating your achievements as well. And maybe you are taking on that role of authority, or you're taking that role as a teacher or a mentor, or somebody that's very high up there, where you're training up people, and it's been a success. You're a success, but a lot of people are not really celebrating with you. So just be aware that sometimes people can be saying things behind your back or stirring up problems, and it's all based on jealousy. It looks like you are very victorious in whatever you're doing, or you are going to be very victorious. You're going to be very successful at what you're doing, but not everybody else is going to appreciate that. So what's in your hopes and fears? You are just, you just want to get the job done, really. You've got that Knight of Pentacles over here, and this is focusing on your work, being very, very hands-on. It looks like you want to work independently of everybody else, and you want to just get things going, and you want the money to come in that way. Now, going into the future, you've got the Fool, the Knave of Wands, and you've got the Five of Wands. So you are starting off something brand new. It looks like you've ended that situation and moved on with that Ten of Swords, but you've got the Fool card coming in, so starting a brand new journey. There's going to be a lot of communication over here, a lot of collaboration, and it seems like, you're well on your way over there. So initially, it might not go as well as you like, because there might be a few hurdles, but you'll be able to get over it. So you're starting something brand new there. You've got the Knave of Wands being focused on this new project. There might be a lot of travel as well involved in this particular job, but it looks like you're working alone, very solitary over there. And this might be communicating with a lot of people, collaborating with a lot of people, networking with a lot of people with this Knave of Wands, and maybe even moving to do this job somewhere else. And the final card is the Five of Wands. So there's a lot of competition maybe for this particular role that you're vying for. Also, you're having to defend yourself and give explanations for everything you're doing. So initially, when you start this new job, it's about it's a lot of deadlines that you're going to have to meet, and you're going to have to do a lot of research as well. It's very technical work that you're doing as well, very logical work, but there's also a lot of people that will be questioning your judgments about things. So just be aware of that. Usually the new person in a job, especially if you're starting off with that Fool card, always has to prove themselves. So maybe this is where you're at. So there's a lot of competition that you have to deal with within this job. It's, there could be petty things that occur that upset you, but try not to let yourself, get weighed down by those. Ignore them, and just know that there's always teething problems when starting something brand new. So it looks like you are taking on some kind of role as a mentor, or some kind of role as somebody who gives advice or training, but you're at the top of your profession there. You have all the information you need, but just know that there is still going to be some competition going on. There are going to be difficult people that you're dealing with, but it's up to you to actually just focus on that particular work, and you will be successful at it. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Fairy Tarot, and that's for the Oracle read. So you've got the Chariot card over there, and this is success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Now you've got over there the Five of Swords, and this is about being in the spotlight as well, and being able to celebrate your accomplishments. But just be aware that people are going to be jealous. The Chariot card is also, about moving on. This might be even physically moving home, relocating, but this is also about success, provided you take control and have a lot of discipline. So be very organized in what you do. You've also got to hang in there with that Strength card. So you need to use your inner strength and have resilience. So don't give up. Whatever challenges you have, you will be able to overcome them. And, you have got a lot going for you. So just be aware of that and be positive. And then you've got that Four of Winter over there. So this is set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, a need for more sleep, or a vacation. So it is a time for you to go and get a little bit of a break. And, while taking that break, you'll be able to come up with a new strategy, a new perspective on things. But you are very, very stressed out, especially, you've gone through a lot of problems there with that Three of Swords and that Seven of Wands. You do need to take a little bit of a step back. Since you've ended this old work or this old cycle, you might have a little period where you can actually take a little bit of a break. You need that mental rest, and you need to reprioritize, come up with new plans. So if you do have the opportunity to take a holiday, do that. That is very, very important for you to do that. And meditation also helps. You don't want to get any stress-related illnesses. This is very important for Virgo to keep, stress-free. Because you do tend to get some stress-related illnesses quite often. So I hope that this reading has resonated for you. Make sure you're taking your break. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if it hasn't. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.